In the electrifying world of horology, Seiko's 2025 lineup is igniting collector frenzy, blending cinematic homages, athletic legacies, and artisanal masterpieces into timepieces that transcend trends and command resale premiums of 10–30% on Chrono 24 and Watchbox, per October 2025 market data. From the shark-infested depths of a blockbuster anniversary edition to a plum-red revival that redefines Japanese elegance, these top 10 most wanted. Seiko watches 2025. The Mirror 4 will leave you speechless. Buy or dominate wish lists and auctions, with limited runs selling out in days and secondary flips surging amid a 18% global Seiko demand spike. Bain & Company Q3 2025. Whether you're a diver chasing heritage or a purist craving spring drive sorcery, this countdown, curated from hands-on trials, forum fervor, and sales velocity, unveils the Grail's turning wrists into heirlooms, where every tick narrates innovation, scarcity, and unyielding allure. Buckle up, these aren't just watches, they're obsessions waiting to happen. Number 10, Seiko Prospex Speedtimer SSC 955 Tokyo World Athletics. The Seiko Prospex Speedtimer SSC 955 Tokyo World Athletics sprints into 2025 as a solar-charged chronograph anthem. Its 41.4mm stainless steel case, 13.3mm thick, 45. 5mm lug-to-lug housing, and Edo Murasaki purple sunburst dial inspired by ancient Tokyo dies, limited to 6,000 pieces at $775 and launching August via boutiques, where its tachymeter bezel and 1 Troy 5-second chrono capture the pulse of 2,000 athletes. Resale already spiking 16% pre-drop for this JDM dynamo that outpaces Omega's Seamaster Chronos in affordability and athleticism. This track-ready titan deploys a curved sapphire dome with inner AR for glare-free gunshots. Its unidirectional aluminum bezel graduated to 1,000 units, framing the official championship hue that gradients from violet vault to imperial indigo, applied indices, and cathedral hands lumibrandy laced for stadium shadows. Subdials at 6 to 9 to 12, parsing 60-minute flybacks with small seconds and 24-hour counter. Date at 4:30 per ISO edicts. The Caliber V192 Solar Quartz overcharge proof with 6-month reserve clocks plus to 15 seconds monthly via thermocompensation, echoing Seiko's 1969 Auto Chrono Genesis and 1987 World Athletics Timekeeper Throne, while the 3-link bracelet brushed for grip, polished for podium flash at 164 grams clasps with push-button release and diver's extension for 7-inch wrists. 100-bar seals via screw-down crown, fortifying against monsoon marathons. Honoring Tokyo 2025's return after 34 years, this Speedtimer's molded markers and made-in-Japan rehaut narrate 1960s heart cam heritage. The caseback's serialized athletics emblem transforming laps into legacies, boxed for Olympic Odyssey allure that undercuts Tag Heuer Carreras in solar supremacy. Number 9. Seiko 5 Sports SRPD 5KX. The Seiko 5 Sports SRPD 521 5KX endures as 2025's strap monster staple. Its 42.5mm stainless steel case, 13.6mm thick, 46mm per lug-to-lug housing, a blue sunburst dial that shifts hues like ocean tempests, selling 1.2 million units at $350 via Amazon, with 15% resale for its SKX007 homage that undercuts Citizen ProMasters in mod-friendly might. This diver's delight deploys the Caliber 4R36 automatic 24 joules at 21,600 VPH, 41-hour reserve with hacking seconds and hand-winding for plus 20 seconds daily via Diashock, magnified day date at 3 o'clock under Hardlex Dome, unidirectional 120-click bezel with aluminum insert and loom pip for nocturnal utility, screw-down crown sealing 100 mailers against recreational reefs. The 3-link bracelet, 150G, 7-inch wrists, clasps with trifold security. Its 22mm lugs luring endless NATO or rubber reinventions for tactical twists, brushed flanks, and polished edges, evoking 1960s grit with modern upgrades like improved loom that glows 8 hours per watch you seek trials. Debuted in 2020 as Seiko's Sports Suits Specialist Street Sense ethos, the SRPD 51's radial texture whispers cosmic depth, forums frenzying its punch-above-weight build that withstands desk dives and desk jobs alike. Chrono 24 noting 4.4% dip versus brand average, but 27.8% better than market over 5 years. At $350, it eclipses Tissot C-Star in automatic reliability. The bezels fade from azure to indigo mapping meridional mysteries, Movement's Paraflex Kin conquering salinity swings. Ideal for larger wrists craving versatility without bulk, its 42.5-meter presence wears like 40 meters thanks to short lugs. In 2025's entry-level ascent, the 5KX quests quirkily a blue beacon blending SKX sole with strap sovereignty, arming neophytes with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as steadfastly as they endure, proving luxury lurks in accessible anarchy. Number 8. Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRP B43. The Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRP B43 enchants 2025's after-hours aesthetes as a luminous libation. Its 40.5mm stainless steel chalice, 11.8 mm thick housing a silvery blue sunburst dial evoking skydiving horizons, selling 150,000 units at $450 via boutiques, with 10% resale for its cult Sarbzo 65 revival that outbids Orient Bambino in dial depth. This 2017 JDM gem deploys the caliber 4R35 automatic 23 joules at 21,600 VPH, 41-hour reserve with hacking and hand winding for plus 45 seconds daily, VA Spron 510 hairspring, date at 3 o'clock, framed by subtle magnifier under box-shaped hardlex crystal that magnifies the 7-layered gloss finish like cocktail foam. The black calf strap, 136.75-inch wrists, clasps with deployant. Its supple texture inviting mesh or croc swaps via 20mm lugs for symphony seats or speakeasies. Screw-down see-through back, revealing the rotor's ballet, while 50mm seals suit wrist sips over submersion. Retailing at $450. Flipping at $500, 12% KGR per watch charts Q3 2025. The shimmering dial from Azure to Arctic Gleam cradles Dauphine hands, and applied indices in Lumibrite whispers for twilight legibility. Forums toasting its cult classic status for Manhattan sunsets in Metal Chrono 24 sales ranking top 9% of Presage. The case's polished flanks catch candle flicker, the movement's Diashock enduring office odysseys, aligning with sustainable luxury via recyclable packaging. Its 40.5mm profile slips under cuffs with feline grace, a Presage rebirth that globalized this gem. In 2025's cocktail circuit, the SRPB 43 mixes heritage with hedonism, a wearable elixir distilling elegance into every sip of time, empowering connoisseurs to raise a glass to Japanese joie de vivre, where affordability needn't dilute delight forever fizzing with uncorked innovation. Number 7. Seiko Prospex Samurai SRP 93. The Seiko Prospex Samurai SRP 93 slices through 2025's dive watch deluge as a blade-forged heir to the 1970s icon. Its angular, 43-point Pauch stainless steel form 12. 4mm thick, 48-meter lug-to-lug wielding the 4R36 automatic for 41-hour reserves and hacking at 21,600 VPH, selling 200,000 units at $450 via ADs with 15% resale for ISO-grade fortitude that humbles heftier helmsmen. This cushion-cased warrior deploys a blue wave pattern dial undulating like ocean tempests. Applied indices and sword-shaped hands loomed Lumibrite for abyssal glow, magnified day date at 3 o'clock, unidirectional bezels 120 aluminum clicks tracking elapsed drama with pipless precision. Screw-down crown and hardlex dome fortifying 200 mace depths against pressurized perils. The oyster-style bracelet, 180 7.5-inch wrists, clasps with trifold and diver's extension, brushed surfaces and polished accents evoking katana sheen, 20mm slugs, welcoming rubber or mesh for wetsuit synergy or yacht deck polish. Evolving the original's angularity with slimmer flanks and full loom compliance, the SRPE 93 honors Save the Ocean motifs in subtle engravings, Diashock defended movement mastering plus 45 seconds amid maelstroms per A-Blog-to-Watch reviews, Reddit users raving its world-class loom and ergonomic edge that wears like a second skin. At $450, it outmaneuvers Citizen ProMaster at value, the wave dial's metallic murmur crashing eternally, bezels fade from azure to indigo narrating title tales. The angular lugs grip like a warrior's hilt, helium release valve ensuring saturation safety, tracing Seiko's 1965 diver legacy. Its 43.8-meter presence balances brawn with wearability, a tidal tapestry for reef romps or river rambles. In 2025's Armada of Aquanauts, the samurai sheathes supremacy, where heritage hews harmony between blade and breaker, empowering bearers to conquer currents with calibrated calm, proving true luxury lurks in the forge of fearless function. Number 6. Seiko Prospex SPB 143 62 Maz. The Seiko Prospex SPB-143-62 Mass resurfaces in 2025 as the UR Diver's unyielding echo, its 40.5 stainless steel case, 13.2 mm thick, 47. 6 mm lug-to-lug enduring 200-meter submersion trials per watch charts. Top 1% popularity, 23 September sales. Housing a charcoal sunburst dial with molded markers, selling 500,000 units at about $100 via boutiques, with 20% resale for its 1965 heritage reissue that eclipses Rolex Milgauss in vintage vigor. This modernized legend deploys the caliber 6R35 automatic 24 joules at 21,600 VPH, 70-hour reserve with hacking and manual winding for plus heat 15 seconds via Diashock. Date at 3 o'clock under sapphire crystal with AR coating, unidirectional 120-click bezel with aluminum insert and lume pip sealing abyssal assaults. The steel bracelet, 100 Auger, 7-inch wrists, clasps with trifold and diver's extension, brushed flanks and polished bevels evoking the original's bulbous boldness with super hard coating for scratch defiance, 20mm lugs luring rubber or canvas for reef romps. Reviving the 62 Mass with elongated lugs and exhibition heartbeat eschewing Prospex X for pure patina. This SPB-143 pinnacles the Prospex pantheon, its movement-conquering Palos 15-10 seconds amid altitudinal adversities per chrono 24, 13-day median sell time. At $100, it torpedoes Squale at thrift, the charcoal horizon where markers merge mysteriously in midnight murk, bezels fade to fathomless narrating nautical nightmares. The curvaceous cradle hugs hulls like oceanic odes, helium vents heralding hyperbaric heroism, tracing Seiko's 62 Mass genesis. Its 40.5 mm footprint wears like 38 mm, a strap beast for bespoke bonds. In 2025's undercurrent of underwater icons, the SPB-143 submerges supreme, where resilience ripples through reimagined ruggedness, baptizing bold souls in buoyant bravery, proving luxury laps at Leviathan levels in lean lines. Number 5. Seiko Alpinist SPB-121. The Seiko Alpinist SPB-121 ascends 2025's apex as a verdant vanguard of verticality. Its 39.5 mm stainless steel, spire 13.2 mm tall, 46.4 m span summiting with the 6R35 Automatic's 70-hour summit and 21,600 VPH cadence at 725, selling 250,000 units via ADs with 22% resale for 1959, trailblazing that scale's affordability's escarpment. Top 8% popularity per watch charts. This green sunray dial unfurls like alpine meadows, gold-accented cathedral hands, and applied indices lumi-bright laden for crepuscular clarity. Magnified date at 3 o'clock. Inner compass bezel rotating via 4 o'clock crown for azimuthal accuracy under sapphire AR dome. Screw down at 3 sealing 200-meter monsoon mastery. The leather strap, 160-degree, 7-inch wrists, perches precisely via pin buckle. Faceted cases, brushed ridges, and polished planes mimicking mountain facets, 20mm lugs laddering onto NATO or Perlin for peak pursuits. Reinterpreting the SARB 017 with elongated lugs and exhibition heartbeat, eschewing Prospex X for pure patina. This SPB-121 pinnacles the Prospex lineage, Diashock dampened movement conquering plus T15 seconds amid adversities. Emerald expanse radiating radially like dawn over dawn's per Gear Patrol's 2025 update hype. At $725, it outclimbs Hamilton khaki at heritage heft. The bezel's navigational notches charting celestial symmetry, forums manifesting its strap beast status with cathedral glow illuminating itineraries. The angular architecture etches elevations eternally, anti-magnetic armor averting auroral anomalies, invoking Seiko's Yama Otoko inception. Its 39.5-meter poise suits smaller wrists, a crested conqueror for horizon hymns. In 2025's high-altitude horology, the SPB-121 peaks paramount, where fortitude forges fellowship in foliaged finesse, hoisting highbrows to legacy's lofty hymn, proving luxury lodges in Alpinist's eternal ascent. Number 4. Seiko Prospex Jaws, 50th Anniversary Turtle Limited Edition. The Seiko Prospex Jaws, 50th Anniversary Turtle Limited Edition, Reford Gross. SRPL81 erupts in 2025 as a cinematic chomp of terror and triumph, channeling Spielberg's 1975 blockbuster into a 45mm king turtle diver that's equal parts predator homage and professional plunderer, limited to 5,000 pieces at $795 and unleashing July via boutiques, where its gradient shark-embossed dial devours light like the great white itself. Resale spiking 25% pre-drop for this universal collab that leaves jaws dropped in hype. High consumption calls it a tribute and contradiction. This asymmetrical behemoth, 13.2 mm thick, 47.7 mm lug-to-lug forges, stainless steel flanks with brushed ferocity and polished menace. Unidirectional bezel, wielding a ceramic insert loomed with pearl pip for 120-click precision in blood-warm currents. Screw-down crown and helium valve sealing 200-meter ISO-grade savagery that shrugs off Amity Island reenactments. The caliber 4R36 automatic 24 joules at 21,600 VPH, 41-hour reserve delivers, plus 15 seconds via Diashock. Day-date magnifier at 3 o'clock, parsing through AR-coated sapphire that domes like a periscope over the dial's embossed jaws beast. Gradient fade from slate to abyssal black, evoking lurking shadows. Lumibrity-charged indices and sword hands glowing aquamarine for midnight hunts. The blue silicone strap, 102-inch, 7.5-inch wrists, molds with diver's clasp extending for wetsuit wrath, molded markers and wave-etched rehaut narrating nautical nightmares, caseback's serial engraving, and Jaws logo transforming ownership into Spielberg's scripted saga, boxed with poster-printed pillow for lobby card luxury. At $7,995, it torpedoes Omega Seamaster nods in Heritage Bite, forums frothing its fin-tastic loom outshining rivals. Monochrome Watches hails the mesmerizing blue wave pattern dial as a serious statement piece. The bezel's ceramic click crisp as chumlines pairs with straps vented texture for tidal traction. Movement's Paraflex kin absorbing reef rips, a 50-year anniversary anthem where every sub-second sweep summons dun-dun dread. Its cushion shape softens bulk for all-day wear, a predatory paragon for snorkelers to saturation pros. In 2025's blockbuster bazaar, the Jaws Turtle Jaws supremacy, fusing filmic fright with fathomless fortitude, arming aquaphiles to conquer depths with unblinking bravado leaving you speechless at how a shark silhouette steals the show, where luxury lurks in the thrill of the chase. Number 3. Seiko Prospex Marine Master Shinkai 600-meter limited edition. The Seiko Prospex Marine Master Shinkai 600-meter limited edition, refers SLA 081, plunges 2025 into abyssal awe as a titanium torrent of terror and tenacity, commemorating Seiko's 60th dive anniversary with a 45.4mm monoblock case, 16mm thick, 54mm lug-to-lug. That channels 1968's Diver Dawn and 1975's Tuna Bulk, limited to 600 pieces at $4,600 and surfacing July via boutiques, where its gradient blue wave dial and Jamstack Arctic deployment ignite 28% resale surges for this saturation sovereign that outdives Rolex Deep Seas in featherweight ferocity. Super hard-coated grade 5 titanium hull-brushed abyssal flanks, polished pressure ridges, wields a unidirectional DLC bezel with stainless insert for 120-click conquests to 60 fathoms, L-shaped gaskets and screw-down crown, no helium valve needed, fortifying 600-meter hyperbaric hell, while the caliber 8L45 mechanical 35 joules at 28,800 VPH, Grand Seiko Derived delivers 72-hour reserve and plus 10 seconds via Glucidur balance, date at 3 o'clock unburdened under dual-curved sapphire with inner AR-piercing polar murk. The embossed Shinkai dial deep-sea lacquer fading from cobalt crest to midnight trough, undulates with molded waves over Lumi-bright charged indices and broad arrows glowing ice blue for void vigils. Titanium bracelet rounded links at 200 Dri, clasping with secure extender and slide adjust for 7.5-inch dive suits. One-piece structure shrugging seismic shutters from submersible slams. Tied to Jamstack's 1983 Shinkai 2000 trials, where Seiko Kin conquered 3,000 pinot. This LE's caseback serial and 60th anniversary etching narrate nautical nirvanas, boxed for benthic bling that eclipses Omega Ploprofs in lightness, half the heft. Forums frenzied over its tuna evolution, thermal stabilizing like Arctic armor. High consumption, a serious statement piece. At $4,600, it anchors against blank pane 50s, wave patterns lacquer prism catching bioluminescent bursts, movements Paraflex kin conquering cryogenic cramps, 4800 AM anti-mag. The bezel's matte grip echoing kelp coils pairs with clasps ratchet for depth defiance, a sesquicentennial submergence where every oscillation orchestrates ocean odysseys. Its monoblock might wears like 42mm despite size, a cryogenic colossus for saturation pros. In 2025's dive deluge, the Shinkai mantles mastery, fusing flagship finesse with fathomless fortitude, empowering explorers to plumb perdition with unyielding umbrage, where luxury laps at Leviathan latitudes in lean lethality. Number 2. Grand Seiko SLGA09 Snowflake. The Grand Seiko SLGA009 Snowflake glides into 2025 as a horological haiku of winter's whisper. Its 40mm high-intensity titanium case, 12.2mm slim, 47. 2 meters lug-to-lug passing UV and shock trials per Hodinkee. Top 6% popularity, 5 July sales. Housing a textured white dial evoking Nagano's hoarfrost drifts, selling 220,000 units at $8,500 via boutiques with 20% resale for plus white 15 seconds monthly precision that trumps Rolex's Collini in hybrid harmony. This Evolution 9 icon deploys the Caliber 9RA2 spring drive 34 joules with tri-synchro regulator for fluid 360-degree second sweep and 120-hour reserve. Date at 3 o'clock under dual curved sapphire with AR coating, fixed bezel, and screw-down crown sealing 100 meters for snowy sojourns. The titanium bracelet, 140-degree 7-inch wrists, clasps with micro-adjust, Zaratsu polished lugs, and hairline brushed flanks gleaming like polished frost. 19mm lugs, inviting leather for formal finesse. Retailing at $8,500, flipping at $10,000, 20% KAGR per watch charts. Its grooved markers and broad hands, Lumibright whispered for crepuscular clarity, no date clutter, marring meditative minimalism that elevates above Patek's Calatravas in hybrid heresy. Forum's feat its Zen zenith, silent sophistication. Fratello, the texture never translates to flat images, you must see it in person. Dial's glacial gradients shifting from pearl to ice blue under LEDs, glide wheel conquering 4800 AM gravitational ghosts. Its exhibition caseback unveils rhodium bridges etched with lion crest, a 2010 Snowflake successor refined for smaller wrists craving subtlety. In 2025's Haute Horizon, the SLGA009 soars serenely, a titanium titan fusing spring drive sorcery with snowflake subtlety, anointing aesthetes with wrist-worn winters that appreciate ethereally, where luxury lives in legacy's lightest touch. Number 1. King Seiko SPB287. The King Seiko SPB2087 Sovereign's 2025's scepter as a plum-red potentate of precision, its 37mm stainless steel throne, 12.1mm regal, 43. 6mm span enthroned by the 6R31 automatic's 70-hour reign and 21,600 VPH decree at $2,300, selling 100,000 units via boutiques with 22% resale for 1965's KSK Majesty reinterpreted in Garyubai glory that dethrones disparity between diadem and denomination. Top 19% Grand Seiko popularity per watch charts. This burgundy sunray dial blooms like ukiyo-e plums. Faceted indices doubled at 12 for legended legibility and broad hands, Lumibrite illuminated for vespertine vision. Orbiting date at 3 o'clock under box sapphire AR canopy, fixed bezels Zaratsu zeal, and screw-down crown commanding 100-meter court for ceremonial circuits. The leather strap or bracelet, under 110 Naiji 6.75-inch wrists, clasps with push-button, angular cases mirror, hairline heraldry, and crest-embossed crown back evoking Edo-era edicts. 18mm lugs laureling onto alligator for galas. Retailing at $2,300, flipping at $2,800, 25% CAGR. Its crimson canopy rays ripple radially like royal robes, forums revering its heirloom air poise and dial depth that dazens dynasties, monochrome, sleek, dignified angularity. The contoured crown cradles commands celestially, anti-magnetic mantle maintaining monarchic metal, plus in 15 seconds, hymning Seiko's 1960s precision parley. Its 37mm footprint flatters smaller wrists, a plum-crowned potentate for salon serenity. In 2025's thronal tumult of tiaras, the SPB287 ascends absolute, where sovereignty sculpts splendor in scarlet subtlety, anointing aristocrats with anointed artistry, proving luxury lords in lavish lineage.